So you've recently lost a baby and the holidays are here. This is Donna Marie Murphy from Heaven's Gain Ministries to talk about how to survive the holidays after losing a baby. We have Kim Kelly here willing to talk to us and to help us through these holidays. Kim, my first question for you would be, what can you do over the holidays that memorializes your child, but doesn't like scream, feel sorry for me?
So I actually get asked this a lot. And so I have been gifted many ornaments over the years. And so each of them are very important to me. I encourage families to either put them on their big tree, the one tree that they have. I do have several families that will have a separate tree, maybe in a bedroom or somewhere that not everyone goes to, that they can put just baby ornaments on it if they don't feel comfortable putting it on their big tree. Now, I put them on our big tree at our house. I have been known to make an angel tree somewhere else in the house. And this is one of my favorite little ornaments. I have names of our babies on our ornaments. This was gifted to me. I have one for a couple of our babies. And so I think this one's really cute. I also encourage people, if they have done like baby first ornaments or things like that, why not? Why not have an ornament for that baby? This is one that I made for our little Maria. I have a little dove here, and honestly, I got this dove at the Dollar Tree, I think, and I just thought it was really cute and really sweet. And I just wrote Maria 2010 underneath it because I have a baby's first ornament for all my living children. I wanted to have one with her little date on it and her name on it. So I do that. I also love angel ornaments in general, and I love the word hope. Hope is a really important word for me. So you will see ornaments on my tree that say hope. A lot of them are angels. I think hope is just an awesome word. If you look up the definition of hope, I think it goes along with pregnancy loss so well. Here's a little angel that I have. I love this little angel too. Again, angels are a big thing for me. This is one of my favorites. This is a little baby wrapped in angel wings. And Heaven's Gain has ornaments similar to this, don't they, Donna?
They do. We carry these three ornaments. It says, "You are remembered at every Christmas." This is just a picture of them. But if you go on the website, heavensgain.org, you can see some different ornaments that we have.
Yeah. So this is one. It's really cute. It says, "Heavenly angels sent from above, keep you from harm, wrap you in love." I always thought that was a really sweet ornament. I'm also a bit crafty. I like doing crafts with my kids or my family. And so when we were able to do peer support in person, which, during this time is a little bit more difficult, but when we were doing that, I would always make ornaments around this time with our group. And I like to make them with my kids too. So this is one that we've made. It's just a plain clear ornament that we have used paint pens. And I have written all of the babies that we have lost on there and the dates that they were born. And, just something in there. And then inside of it is that snow, that fake snow stuff. And you also see there's a scroll in there. I don't know if you can see it. Can you see that?
Yes.
In there?
Green.
A little scroll piece of paper.
Yeah.
So in there, I have written a letter to each baby.
Oh.
And I've written it about how much I miss them during the holidays. And I couldn't get that out now if I wanted to. I don't think I would have to really try to get that out or break the ornament. But I really sat down one day and I wrote a letter to each and every baby and wrote it into a scroll and put it in there. And, maybe one day the ornament will break, or maybe one day I'll try to get my tweezers out and get it out. I don't know. But, or maybe one of my kids will. I don't know. But it's a really special ornament to me. It's a cute little letter in there for each of them. And so there are 5 pieces of paper rolled together. It's just a little letter to each and every one of them.
That's really a beautiful thing. Oh, how about something? Do your kids do any type of crafts for the babies around the holidays?
Yeah, so we're big ornament people. So we made these at one point. This one says, "No foot is too small that it cannot leave an imprint on this world."
Oh,
And so we just made little, um, little snowflakes or stars on there. We're big ornament people. Um, my kids are really artistic, so they have drawn pictures in the past, especially when they were little. When my oldest was 6 is when we lost our first baby. She's 17 now. And when she was really little, 6 or 7, she would draw pictures of all of us down on Earth, all of us. And she would draw up above us all the babies, the babies that had died. And she would and even our bunny was up there with his little angel wings on too. So as we had lost babies, she would add to that picture, and she'd have more and more and more babies on, in the sky. um, and I think that's really, really important for kids to be able to be part of that, to be able to express the loss however they want to. So they have been, I've let them do crafts or pictures or whatever.
of your
Go to
6
the
earthly kids, the 4 before your losses and the 2 rainbow babies after your losses, I know they're the light of your life. Of course, they bring light in the holiday just by their presence, but how do you show the light of the babies who are passed?
So we still go to the cemetery. We still go to the cemetery. We go on angelversaries. I call them angelversaries. Is the day that they were born on Earth, but we weren't able to keep them. They were born sleeping. So those were the days that they had died or that we had given birth. Some of them, I'm not sure exactly the day that they died, but I know the day they were born. So that's the day we celebrate. We go to the cemetery, we decorate graves. I have candles that sit on my mantle that represent each of the babies, especially during the holidays, but anytime that it's a special occasion or, I just want them near, I will light the candles. And so if we're celebrating a birthday here at the house, or if we're celebrating a holiday or a special meal of some sort, I'll light those candles. And that to me represents their presence.
When I hang up the stockings,
Hmm.
it's always, I know where there's stockings missing. What do you do
Right.
about that?
So I have tiny little stockings. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. I think you can get them at like anywhere. They're like the real tiny ones. I put those in between our stockings, and they look really cute. And so, a lot of times people don't even know what that means if they're not familiar with my story. But for me, it represents them being here. And one of the things that you can do with those little stockings is give them a new ornament. That can be how you give them ornaments for the tree. Put a little ornament in their stocking for Saint Nick or Christmas or however you do stockings, if you do stockings. Another thing you can do is just around your house. I personally love stars. I think stars are really pretty, especially around the holidays, around Christmas. And stars typically have 5 points, and that represents the 5 losses between Caleb and Isaac. Those are the 5 that we lost between them. So um, those were it was a big pivotal time of our life. And so stars for me represent all 5 of them together. And if you walk around my house, you'll see stars, but not everyone knows what that means. That's just something personal to me. So you don't always have to have their names or pictures or things like that around your house, but just things that represent them, that mean something to you. We've talked about in the past that telling your story is very healing in itself. And so that's why during peer support, we ask people to tell their story again. And every time the piece of your story will be different, it will never come out the same. But it is very healing. And the parts that you need to talk about or the parts that are the most on your heart will come out. It's amazing how that works. But it's the same thing with the kids. If they're drawing a picture about something, I can look at that picture and see what is it that you want to talk about right now. What is it that you might be struggling with right now? It's also really important to remember that kids during their developmental stages, they will reprocess grief in general. So, and that's not only baby loss, that's any loss that they experience in their life. They will reprocess it. So it makes sense to let them continue talking about it because it's going to be different. The things that they think about when they're 5 are going to be different than when they're 16. So it's going to be a different grief process. So they might have different questions as they get older, and they're going to want to talk to you about that. So for me, I think it's very healing.
That's really good point that the grief is different at different stages of life. And I know that we at Heaven's Gain have our Zoom support on the second Thursday of each month at 7 p.m. Eastern time. When people come into the Zoom support meetings, do they discuss like, hey, my kid is reacting this way around the holidays? Is that one of the things that they discuss, like, or how do I handle this?
Oh yeah, we have all kinds of different topics. We have a 6-month rotation of topics, and we talk about everything from holidays to comments, to how to handle the children, how to handle future pregnancies. I mean, there's so many topics that you can talk about in peer support.
These are great hints to get through the holidays for our families. I thank you for letting me interview you today, Kim. I really appreciate it. I'm asking everybody who sees this video, please follow us, please like us on Facebook, on YouTube, any other type of social media, and put your comments below. We will try and answer them if we know an answer to it, or there might be somebody out there that has an even better answer, and we would love to help you get through the holidays with your family as you are getting through the holidays here with a pregnancy loss. And please comment below, follow, and like us. See you later, Kim.
Bye.
Bye.